Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll guide you to unveiling your emotional self. Take this test and reveal your true nature. Do you tend to overreact to comments or situations? Do you often feel overwhelmed by your emotions in interpersonal contexts? Do people tell you that your reactions are too intense for the situation? Do you have difficulty controlling your emotions when you're upset? Do small changes in others' attitudes strongly affect your mood? Do you ever feel regretful after reacting impulsively? How do you manage intense emotions in relationships and interactions? Do you trust your judgment, or do you always seek others' opinions before deciding? Do you feel unable to make important decisions without consulting someone? Does the fear of making a mistake prevent you from making choices on your own? How often do you postpone decisions hoping that someone else will make them for you? Do you feel anxious when you have to make a choice without others' help? Do you ever feel paralyzed when faced with decisions that concern your personal life? How do you feel after making an important decision on your own? Are you always afraid that the people you love might leave you or reject you? Does this fear affect how you behave in relationships? Do you find yourself doing things you don't want to avoid someone leaving you? How often do you think about scenarios where you are abandoned or rejected? Do you cling to relationships even when you are not happy? Does this fear lead you to tolerate negative behaviors from your partner? How do you react to normal fluctuations in relationships? Are you constantly worried about not being good enough for others? Do you have an intense fear of being left alone? Does this fear make you behave differently than how you would really like? How does the fear of rejection affect your daily interactions? Have you ever avoided approaching someone for fear of being rejected? How do you handle the feeling of rejection or abandonment when it occurs? What strategies do you use to cope with the fear of rejection? Do you feel that what your partner does for you is never enough? Do you have increasingly higher expectations that are never met? Do you constantly compare yourself with other relationships or ideal situations? Does this dissatisfaction lead you to feel frustrated or disappointed regularly? How do you deal with the feeling that nothing is ever enough? Does this dissatisfaction affect your overall happiness? Have you ever reflected on the origins of this chronic dissatisfaction? Thank you for following this video to the end. I hope the questions have provided you an opportunity to reflect and perhaps discover something new about yourselves. Remember, recognizing signs of emotional dependency is only the first step. Goodbye.